1st as I'm here at the Altoona Pride Parade here in Pennsylvania. I am going to hear out some of the community while I'm here. These are amazing people. Let's see what's up. All right, I got some LGBTQ questions for you if you don't mind answering.
Awesome.
Alrighty, first one. What does coming out mean to you?
Well, I hope actually that we won't need a coming out day in the future, and it will just, people will be just accepted for whoever they are. I think it means for a lot of people being able to take that step and identify openly who they are and take that first step into just, being public.
To me?
To you.
To me. I don't know because I've never had to come out.
I would say coming out means to me it's just finally getting to be your realistic self, your true self, rather than often a character, I think, that we all play for certain people in our life who we're trying to appease.
Mainly it means being true to yourself and making sure that you're loved for who you are and not for who you pretend to be.
For me, it's about finally being accepted and seen as who I am as a person and knowing that the people who love me can view me for the whole me.
Being comfortable with who you are, okay? Finding out who you are, it's a journey. You don't do it overnight. And when you finally come to the point where you accept you are okay with who you are, it's a small step, but it changes your entire life.
I think it's just being able to tell someone you trust that you are something else, that you aren't physically. It's just being able to tell someone that you aren't what you were born to be. That's all it really means to me. As long as I'm respected by someone, I'm happy.
Coming out means to me being just public about who you are, and I think part of that is, telling the people closest to you who it is that you are if they don't know, and I think finding community.
It means a renewal on my life.
Okay.
I grew up in this town and hid away for all my life. And I moved out to Lancaster, and coming out has just completely saved my life, honestly.
Coming out to me is being able to just tell someone that you are different from the rest, and that's my favorite part of it. I love just the fact that someone you can trust is coming out.
Aside from this event, what other events have you been to like this?
Well, I am one of the state leaders with Free Mom Hugs, and so I've been to too many to count.
I actually sponsored Johnstown Pride this year.
Oh yeah?
I was their main sponsor. And when I did that, it really took off. Well, back in March, Altoona Curve reached out to me and asked if I'd be the face of their first Pride out at Altoona Curve. So we got together and do that, and it went over so well. I had 25 people show up. We did a big thing. There's a billboard over by Martin's on Logan Boulevard. You can go over and see it.
Nice.
Okay? Yeah. But because of that, they want to do again next year. Only we want to shoot shirts into the crowd and do all that. They want to make it bigger. They want to make an annual event.
Great. That sounds fun.
So, yeah, but I could be the face of Altoona Curve's Pride.
Hell yeah.
I'm on the board. I'm actually on the board of Fairness Pennsylvania.
No way.
Yes, so several.
Nice.
A couple in rural Pennsylvania, and over the summer. And I'm really excited to be at this one now.
I am actually the president of the Pride Alliance on the local campus, so I have been to a lot of events like this. I run events like this. We play games. We have game nights with everyone in the club. We run fun Pride themed bingos.
What's a misconception about the community you'd like to correct?
The main misconception, I think, by a lot of people, especially on the right, is that we're all about sex or sexuality and stuff like that, but it's about love. It's about as much about sex as it is about that in straight relationships and finding love in straight relationships.
There's no difference. There's literally no difference.
Yeah, it's just about love and community and coming together. It's not just about the hanky-panky.
I just think a lot of people just fundamentally don't understand how transness works, just as a concept
You are
at all.
correct.
And I wish more people would take time to understand it rather than just fearing something they don't understand.
I think that I think that it's all about sex. It's like if you talk to a straight person, is the first thing that you think of what they're doing in the bedroom.
Yeah, like I don't think of that.
You don't even
I don't think of
of
that
it.
at all.
So all of a sudden you find out somebody's gay, and you're like,
It changes everything.
it changes everything, and that's crazy. Not all gay people are having sex.
That you guys are all out to recruit our kids. That or you're all child molesters. And I will tell you that the majority of child molesters are straight white men.
We're not monsters. We're human, plain and simple. We're not those. We're not what people misconstrued it. Educate yourself. Google something.
As a bisexual, a lot of the times people will just refer to us as cheaters, and the fact that we can love more than one sex is seen as a negative thing, when in reality, it just means we have more love to give, and if we're monogamous, we're with our partners. It's that simple. Cheaters are cheaters.
That we're all Nazis.
Yeah.
That
Pedos.
Yeah.
Those two things are the worst because most.
Or the trans masking stuff too. God.
Oh yeah, there's so many things that I wish we could stop, but we can't.
Yeah.
Like, we were literally standing by the side of the curb and someone screamed, "You're all freaks."
Exactly.
And what did we do? Not to mention, like, I'm pretty sure if people are like, God loves us all, but then suddenly he doesn't love us when we're gay.
I mean, I think the community is so incredibly diverse, which seems obvious from the inside. But I think for people that aren't in the community and that don't like interact with LGBTQ people a lot, they might think that like we're kind of all one homogenous group.
They just group you into it. They're
yeah.
the one thing.
They're this thing.
Because it's a spectrum of things.
There are a bunch
That's
of
what's
letters.
so great about it.
But yeah, I think we're very, very diverse, which I love.
I love that. I love that so much about the community too.
It is not easy. Mostly, I think, there's a lot to do and somebody's got to do it. And I find generally if I kind of put myself to work, I'll start feeling a little better because, and frankly, when I am doing that, whether it's electoral work or advocacy work, I get to interact with people. And I think for all the bad things happening around us, people never fail to surprise me with how delightful they can be.
How do you stay hopeful or motivated when things get tough?
When things get tough, I make stuff.
She makes stuff.
And I protest when I can.
That's hard. I think a lot of us are looking at, what's going on around us and thinking it's hard to stay hopeful. But I think that the way I stay hopeful is just putting one foot in front of the other and continuing to be an advocate for the community that I'm committed to. Okay. And I'm just going to keep doing what I do, and I'm going to keep loving people, and I'm going to keep doing what's right, and just putting one foot in front of the other and doing the next thing.
Keep your friends and family. Go out, do your hobbies, live your life. Sometimes you got to turn the TV off and walk away. Especially right now.
Oh yes.
There's so much out there. Like, we're at saturation point. I know it's important and we need to stay, educated. We need to stay informed, but sometimes you got to breathe.
I would say I stay hopeful by just knowing I have people that support me and knowing I have friends who support me and knowing that it seems like overall in the country, we have far more people who support us rather than people who are just kind of crazy.
Advice for someone coming out.
That is a tough one. I'm gonna be honest, it took me years. I went through a lot of different families due to that fact. But my family I have right now, I just bought this flag that I'm wearing right now one day.
Hell yeah.
Walked home, opened the package in front of my mom and went, "Look at this flag I got." She's like, "What does it mean?" It means this, and I'm omnisexual. And she went, "Okay." That works. That's how that went.
I would say you definitely want to be sure of your situation. You don't want to make any too rash decisions, but you also don't want to be too scared. I thought my parents would be pretty mad because I was raised Roman Catholic, but I would say eventually they could come around to it. But you definitely want to make sure you'll be safe first. Or if you're over 18 and you don't think it'll be safe, you have to have a plan for what to do after.
Make sure you have some safe people, even if it's not your family. Like, I personally didn't have that, but I had amazing friends that supported me the entire time, and that was truly enough for me. Just one or two good people, and just be true to them, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Advice for someone coming out. My heart aches for anybody coming out, because a lot of times they're so afraid because they're afraid their families aren't going to accept them. And I have so many people that I love and that I admire that have come out, and I see some of the things that their families do, not intentionally to hurt them, but that they are hurting them, such as who they vote for, who they support politically, accepting the way that the treatment is for. And I would say to them, just be you. I mean, that's what I tell my little granddaughter all the time. She loves to just dress wacky and crazy and all of that.
And that's awesome. We have the freedom to do that.
Yes, and I said,
without
be
being
you.
judged for it.
Be you. You are who you are, be you. And whether you're gay, straight, because there's somebody out there that's going to love you. Not everybody is going to be disappointed. And just be you and tell the truth. Be honest.
When it comes to anyone, for the advice of it recycles back to your first question. Like, you got to find out who you are. But that doesn't mean that you go out and you wreck yourself. But it is your journey. You need to find people who, like yourself, kinfolk, if you will. Get to know who you are, who they are, make friends, but also gotta use some discernment. You just can't throw yourself, especially right now, we are currently right now, we need pride more than ever. And for those who are scared, or like I'd like to say, that little rainbow turtle is scared to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're ready, there's a whole system out here that's ready to back you up. It is a journey, and talk to somebody like me. You can find me. I will listen to anybody. As long as you're respectful, I can listen to anything. But you just have to be able to find people that you have a shared understanding, compassion. It is tricky right now, but you can tell there is a crowd out there waiting to back you
This
up.
feels so natural to me.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't need to be
It's a safe
overcomplicated.
Absolutely.
That's great.
It's a very safe place here. So yes.
I honestly say coming out for me was extremely different, because I just one day was like, hey mom, can I get a chest binder? She said no, but it just stuck with me for the rest of my life. I was kind of just living with the fact that my mom didn't like it, because she didn't believe I didn't show signs as a kid.
Yeah.
So some people are like that, but now that I'm 18 and now that I'm fully just my own person, she doesn't care anymore. It's really just whenever you feel like it's right and whenever you feel like you're ready and safe enough to be able to do that. That's what coming out should be. It should feel safe for you.
Just live your life in truth and kind of don't care what other people think about you.
Find somebody safe. Make sure that you have identified your safe people, and then they will be fine.
That's good.
And if you have unsafe people around you, like family, there are other people that are willing to step in and be your safe people.
Okay, good. Surround yourself with positive influences. Find your people. You're not meant for everybody, but that doesn't mean there's not people out there for you.
Right.
I think my advice is that, it's not always easy, but at the end of the day, being honest about who you are with the people that you love is a good thing, and it can hurt when people that you love don't want to accept that. But I think just know that there are going to be new people in your life, and found family is sometimes the best family of all.
Always make sure that you have safe people that you can fall back with. I know not everyone has a safe and welcoming home life, especially. So it's important to find friends and community first and foremost. But ultimately, it's your life, and you should be who you are. That's for you, not for anyone else to decide.